Hello, Taurus. Happy birthday. I'm going to be doing a reading for you this evening. It's going to be a love reading. And it's my 9-card spread that I've been doing. You've reached Tarot Universe T, by the way. I didn't exactly introduce myself very well. Glad to be back, reading cards again. I took a month off, I think, which was a lot of stuff going on. And let's get this reading on. Taurus love reading. What's going on, Tauruses? You got Uranus in your sign, right? So that's got to be awesome. Gives you some energy. Hopefully not too much, because Uranus can give some people anxiety. Depending on where it hits in your chart. I've actually got it in my progress chart right on my Mercury. So I have been feeling a little bit anxious. Just a little bit anxious, yeah. Anxious is the word for it. But I'm not really worried about anything in the future. I know that future worry is anxiety, but it's just like an overall energy. It's almost like too much energy. That's what I think it's like a lot of energy all at one time. And the positive side of that is, you know, you can use the energy for getting stuff done. You can use the energy for thinking, reading. You know, when it's affecting your Mercury, when it's affecting your Venus, you get a lot of love, offers, maybe a lot of interest in love. All right, so let's stop talking about that now, and let's move on to concentrating on May 1st to May 15th. For my Tauruses. Love reading for Tauruses. What's going on here, Taurus? Yep, they're all over the place. I just pick them up the way they fall on the floor, whether they're up or down. I have to put them the exact way. Oh, Jesus, they're falling all over the place. That was in the reverse on the floor. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on with you Tauruses. Okay, I start out with your card, which is, it looks like you're coming up out of some rest. Like I was saying, Uranus gives you energy. So if you've been feeling sluggish, you know, before the last couple of months when it moved into your sign, you're coming out of that now. It's giving you some energy. It looks like you've taken a rest in the previous past, maybe contemplating, you know, life's situations, and you are coming up out of that. Looks like maybe your thoughts were maybe harming you. Your thoughts were like getting the best of you, and you had to take a break. And it looks like your thoughts are starting to be a little bit more gentler to you. And, you know, that it's taken the edge off. It's taken the pressure off of you. So you're starting to feel more like you can come up out of that rest and start moving about and doing things and getting stuff done. Thinking clearer and thinking more positively. Okay. Now your partner's card here is the Two of Swords in the reverse. So there was a decision made by your partner. This person could live at a distance from you. They either made a decision without knowing all the details about something. Like something was, they couldn't see straight. They didn't have all the information when they made the decision, is what I'm getting. And therefore they might have changed their mind. So at first they made a decision when they couldn't see straight and they didn't have all the information that was needed when they had the decision to be made. They didn't have all the information. And then they made a decision on that without knowing everything. Okay. And that's where they're at. They know that they didn't know all the information that they needed to know at the time they made a decision. And that's where it's left at right now. Okay, so let's go on to the energies between the two of you. I do have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands is usually very passionate and loving and sociable and fun. But when she's in the reverse, she's not happy. So the situation between the two of you right now as it stands is what I'm seeing here and feeling is that neither one of you, or at least one of you, is not happy. The way things are going right now. And this has got a fire sign influence to it. It looks like a Leo. It could be Sagittarius or Aries, but it's heavily Leo influence, or a person around you that's got a rising sign that's a Leo, or someone that's got Leo attached to their chart. It's like growth is halted between the two of you. Passion is halted between the two of you right now. Before things were sunshine and roses and things were growing, passion was oozing, and that stopped for some reason. So we'll do a clarification on that to find out what's going on. Okay. Now, Taurus's desires. Taurus desires is the Nine of Swords. Your desires are not happening for you right now, and you are having sleepless nights, is what I'm getting from this card. In your mind, what you had planned, that you wanted to see come true, is being altered, or it's being changed in some way. And seeing that, you're not liking it one bit. You don't even want to look at it. You don't even want to acknowledge it. You want to go back to the past the way things were. Okay, so so that's what I'm getting with that card right there, is that your desires are not being met right now. Now your partner's desires, or significant other, or person that you are fond of, they have the Six of Cups. They're all about family. Their desires are their family, their children, their mother, their grandmother, their family. They're all about their family. That's their desire, is to see their family happy, thriving, showing their family love, guarding their family. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing where their energy is right now. Now the obstacles that Taurus has is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So you, you know, your desire may have been to see money coming in, maybe from this partner, and you're not seeing that right now. So you have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, like, you know, you're not having a new start with being secure with money coming in, is what I'm getting. Another obstacle is that you're not starting any new venture to bring money in. Maybe you are not starting, this is an obstacle. So, you know, I'm just seeing that there's a lack of money, or there's something to do with money that is not working out the way you want it to. Whether that's you need to go back to school and you don't want to, or you know, you could have finished school, but you know, it's not paying off, you can't find a job or something for the schooling that you went to, but that's not really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that the obstacle is here that, you know, money's an issue and you need more money coming in, is what I'm seeing. Okay, however that affects you, it's not going to be for all Tauruses naturally. It's a general reading. Okay, so what is their obstacle? Their obstacle is the Nine of Cups. Now the Nine of Cups here in this particular situation, I'm feeling that their Nine of Cups, they wanted those Nine of Cups filled with you. They thought they had those filled with you. And they're guarding them now. They won't let you in their heart. They're guarding their cups. Okay, what I'm getting is they're being very picky and very prudent on who they let and allow to fill their Nine of Cups. Okay, they're guarding their Nine of Cups. They're not going to just, you know, close their eyes and let any old person in to fill up their cups. They're going to be very prudent and very watchful and almost suspicious of who they let in to fill their cups. That's what I'm getting. That's their obstacle, is to make sure the right person comes in that they approve is right to fill their cups. Okay, they're looking for a certain type of person to fill their cups. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so now Taurus's outcome is the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm seeing that things aren't working out for you right now, Taurus. That, you know, you're like, whatever it is that you wanted to happen, like I said down here before, is not happening. And you stopped working at trying to make it happen, is what I'm getting. You actually stopped trying to make it happen. So you're not putting energy in to try to make that happen. So, that's where you're at. That's where your outcome is, not wanting to work at it anymore. Giving up is what I'm getting. Maybe you're letting it go. Pulling back. Okay. Now their outcome is the Ace of Swords. They're not being as truthful as they could be right now. They're keeping things to themselves as far as information you might want to know. I'm seeing that somebody might live at a little bit of a distance. It doesn't have to be overseas, but maybe just a distance from each other. I don't know. I'm just seeing that the communication has stopped between the two of you. Like, their outcome is lack of communication, either from you or them to you. Like, they've shut down communication to maybe everybody, or to, you know, the people that maybe they only want to talk to a few people, or maybe they're not even talking much to those people. It just looks like communication has been shut down. One person could have been younger than the other, or older, however you want to put it. Okay, so that's their outcome. So now I'm going to clarify. And we're going to clarify with Taurus's card here, which is the the Four of Swords in the reverse, coming up out of that feeling of wanting to rest and having to lay down, kind of like isolating. It's isolation card, where you just lay down and, you know, don't go out and socialize, or you don't feel like doing much. Let's put it over here. Spirit, what is the Four of Swords in the reverse for Taurus representing? What do they need to know? Four of Swords in the reverse. Oops. Whoa. I got two cards that fell out. Well, okay, I'll take them. Okay. There's three cards here, actually. Okay. All right, so we'll take those. That's perfect amount, because I usually do three on each card for clarification. Okay, so we have the Queen, or the King, rather. The King of Wands here, all about passion and ruling his space. Usually, you know, a loving type king, very social, very can be very sexual. You know, kind of a romance type king. Very passionate. So maybe you are starting to feel, you know, coming out of this Four of Swords, maybe you're starting to feel more like you can take up your space now and not have to be resting so much, and that you could come out because you have more passion to get up and move around and do stuff. And maybe, you know, you want romance. You're seeing that you have options. You're starting to see that you have options. And you're feeling very confident. You're feeling very much so like you have enough to get by, and not just get by, but you have more than enough to get by. So that's helping you come out of the slump that you were in before. It's bringing you out of that, these thoughts. Feeling like a king of wands, and you know, feeling like you have enough confidence, money, self-worth, and that you have options. Okay, so that's really good. That came out better than I thought that was going to come out. That came out really good. Now their card here of the Two of Swords in reverse. Let's see what that's about. This represents them. Almost did it with the wrong deck. Did I do it with the wrong deck the first time? No, I didn't. That scared me for a second. I thought, okay, we'll have to do it over again. Such a good reading, I didn't want to have to do it over, but I did it right. You can see that it's got the same. Okay. All right, so we have Two of Swords in the reverse here for Taurus's significant other, or heartthrob, or husband, or whatever I call it. Two of Swords. What are you telling us, Two of Swords, about this person? That one was a jumper. Okay. What are you telling us, Spirit, about the Two of Swords in reverse? Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here. We do have them being blindfolded. I feel like they were blindfolded when they made a decision, and they're realizing that now that they didn't have all the information, or the information was incorrect that they had. See, the information didn't come in when they made the decision, when they needed it, or the decision has now come in and clarified things. You can look at it either way. It means the same thing. About some kind of family situation. They didn't have all the information from the family, was incorrect. The information they got from the family was incorrect. Or they didn't have all the information from the family, or something to do with the family and information wasn't there. And then they have the Chariot not moving forward. Information came in, or information wasn't there at the beginning that they needed to make a decision that they made about something to do with family, or from family. And now that it's there, it's come in about that, it's caused them to not want to move forward anymore in this situation. It's caused them to halt. Okay, so that they're in this state of being almost reversing the decision they made, is what I'm getting. Okay, that's what I'm getting with that it's reversing a decision they made, or modifying a decision they made in the past, because information came in, they had their eyes closed to the information they were getting, and so they weren't paying attention to it or didn't care if it was right or wrong, the information about family. But now it's stopped them from moving forward any further because things have been clarified. This is in the upright, so things have been clarified now. Okay, that's what I'm getting there. Okay. All right, so the next thing is the two of you together. And the card for the two of you together is the Queen of Wands in the reverse, which, you know, when she's in the reverse, she's not very nice sometimes. She can be a little bit hard to please at times. She can almost be vicious and mean. And cause problems for people. What is this Queen of Wands representing both people? The Taurus and their significant other or heartthrob. What is the Queen of Wands representing here? Okay, the cards are done being shuffled, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, let's see what is she trying to tell us? Okay. She is telling us that, here's that card again, but it's in the upright here. Between the two of you, you were doing good with money. Between the two of you, money was coming in. And then the Two of Wands is in the reverse. So somebody made a decision that they didn't want to move forward anymore in this situation because of some secrets that were being withheld, or some information that was withheld. It flipped the Queen into the reverse between the two of you. So neither one of you were happy. Neither one of you were satisfied after this happened. It has something to do with money and secrets and knowing exactly what decision, what desires and decisions that you were very confident in moving toward are no longer, you're not feeling confident, neither one of you are feeling confident, or one of you is not feeling confident about it anymore. And because it's in the reverse now. So somebody withheld something about, maybe either for money reasons they withheld something. And then that came to light, the information came out. And somebody pulled back. And it turned this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Either you, Taurus, pulled back because you found out something about your partner, or your partner pulled back because they found out about you, holding information back for money reasons. Okay, there was some information that they knew or that you knew that was held back, and for money reasons, to get money. And the Queen of Wands is now in the reverse between the two of you. So it means the two of you are not seeing eye to eye in the least right now, anyway. And the passion has died down right now. The passion has died down until, you know, maybe this thing gets ironed out. I don't know. You know, it can be nasty. Like if the two of you do talk, you know, you could share nasty words to each other. Because the Queen of Wands can be a real bitch, whether it's a man or a woman. Between the two of you, you could be bitchy toward each other about it. Okay, so let's see what Taurus's desires. Your desires are not being met right now with the Nine of Swords, keeping you up at night, not wanting to see things for what they are. Wanting to go back to the old days, the way things were. So let's see what Spirit has to say about the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords for Taurus. Okay, so what I have here is Taurus's desires are not being met. They're not happy with the work they put in and what they got out of something. The Page of Pentacles, not moving forward with more income going to be coming in. Like there's no new plan to make money coming in. And so, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So it could be karmic. It could be something that that you have to go through right now to get through this. I'm not saying that this is your fault. I'm just saying that this Wheel of Fortune, when it's in the upright, I look at it as good fortune. It's a Wheel of Fortune. And when it's in the reverse, it's the not Wheel of Fortune, so it's not good luck. So I'm just, you know, it's just not a good time right now. And so you're having some hard luck, is a better way to put that. Some bad luck right now for a while. So your desires were for, you know, to keep on being prosperous and seeing more come in. You know, not having, your desire was not to have to worry about a plan for more money to come in. Like you didn't want to have to worry about going out and thinking up a new plan to make more money come in. That wasn't your desire. Okay, so your desires are not being met, and you're having problems maybe sleeping at night. You don't want to even think about it. Okay, so let's see what your partner's desire card is. The Six of Cups. Taurus's significant other, heartthrob, or husband, wife, whatever, their partner. Okay, the Knight of Swords in the reverse. We got the Queen of Pentacles here. So their desire is family We talked about that earlier, and we're clarifying it. They, Knight of Swords is usually a sword that rushes in and brings information, rushes in and you know, takes over things or does things to make things happen. Mostly communication, like rushes in with communication. It's in the reverse. So this partner is not rushing in with any kind of information. They're not rushing in toward this Queen of Pentacles anyway, which is usually an older single person, whether it's their mother, grandmother, it could be an ex if you're older or they're older. It could be an ex. They're not rushing into this ex or this mother or grandmother. One more card to pick. So it looks like, well, before I start speaking, let's get another card up. And that Queen of Wands is out again. The Queen of Wands is here. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is a earth sign. It's somebody that has Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, like yourself. So this could be you that they're not rushing toward. And I don't know if you're single now, because if you're separated, or if they see you as a single person now, or if there's someone else in their life that is a single older woman. They're not rushing in toward that person or you. There's also a Queen of Wands here, which is an older fire sign person, which is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo person that they're not rushing toward either. So there's two women here, older women. Could be part of this family that they, their desire is, family. That's their desire, okay? And so they're not gossiping. They're not rushing into gossip about anything to this family here. These people in this family. Okay. That's what I'm getting with that. So they're not out there talking up a storm about things. Now I am going to do Taurus's I want to say block. Your what's the word called? Taurus's oh, I'll think of it in a minute. It means block. You got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Spirit, why does Taurus have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? In their challenged position. I guess that doesn't really mean block, does it? It's a challenge. In their challenged position. Why does Taurus have the Ace of Pentacles and the reverse in their challenged position? Oh, I got the Empress there. Okay, so your challenge is that you're not getting any communication. So that's a challenge. And you have the Hangman in the reverse, so you're starting to see things in a different light. You're starting to get a different perspective maybe on yourself. That's why you started to see yourself as having options, and the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Wands at the very beginning of your reading. And you were coming up out of that, thinking that you had to rest. So you're getting a different perspective on this challenge here. And you're starting to feel more and more like the Empress. It's challenging to feel like the Empress when we're going through something that's making us feel the opposite. Like we're not going anywhere, we're doing without, and you know, things are not going well. So your challenge is to feel like the Empress. Your challenge is to have a different perspective about things and to see yourself in light of growth, and that you do have a lot to offer and that you are growing. You are still, you know, a really awesome person, and just because somebody, you know, might tell you otherwise or insinuate things doesn't mean they're true. Okay, so that's your challenge. Your challenge is to see yourself in a different perspective and to see yourself in a really good light. Okay, and not to see yourself as the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, which is, you know, worrying about money coming in, worrying about communication, you know. Seeing yourself as the Empress is your challenge. So you can start seeing yourself that way. Okay. Okay. So now your partner's challenge is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Is that there? Was it this one? I think it was, yeah, it was that way. It was, the challenge was the Nine of Cups. I will go back and look at that before I post this to make sure I got that right. Nine of Cups for Taurus' person that they have a heartthrob for, significant other. Is this challenge here for the Nine of Cups? Now remember I said that they were blocking who they let into those cups. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay, so their challenge is, let me get some water. Their challenge is that, you know, when they do something traditional like marriage, they want to come up a winner, and they don't want to feel like they have to hold on to, you know, guard something and hold on to something because there's going to be deceit and lies, or you know, they want to feel like, you know, things are just going to be fluid and things are just going to move forward naturally. So they're being very, very, they want to be a winner next time when they get in a relationship and give their cups away. What they feel is a winner. That's their challenge. Is they feel like there's a right person out there for them, or there's a right way of being to get their Nine of Cups. Okay? That's their challenge. They're not going to just let anybody climb in those cups without passing all of these tests, right? Okay, that they're the winner, that they come up looking as a winner in the situation. They have to be the winner if they're going to get married or, you know, do anything kind of traditional, and that they don't have to, everything has to be easy. Okay, that's what they want. That's their challenge in order to offer those cups. Okay, So let's see what the outcome is for Taurus. We do have the 8 of Pentacles here in the reverse. Almost like you've given up on trying with this person anymore. Well, I did see this other card here, but let's just throw it all back in and let's do this over. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. I did see the 9 of Cups come up again is what it was. But for Taurus, outcome. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, why is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse for Taurus? And their outcome. So far you have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse. You don't feel like working on this situation because you're feeling like you've lost this 10 of Cup happy family situation with this person. You got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse for your outcome. And then you got it again here in the upright for your outcome. So you don't feel like working anymore on these this relationship because you feel like everything's upside down. You feel like starting something new with hopefully it's not manipulation, because this card can mean manipulation. That you're going to try to manipulate something new, or that you're going to try to manipulate this person. It also can mean that you just want to try to start something new with someone else with you know, what skills you have with who you are. And then you have the 8, and then you're hoping that it will be, actually, what Spirit just told me is, you know, things are upside down. That's why you don't feel like working on stuff. Why this is in reverse. And you do want to try to change this person's mind, is what I'm getting, so that you can turn that card around, and it'll, you know, so that the relationship will start going forward again, and you'll want to work on it. That's what I got, and that feels right to me. Okay. So you do want to try to change their mind. However, you know, you do that, whether it's conversation or, you know, like I said, the magician can try tricks to try to change someone's mind, or try tricks to do anything, right? But you're trying to change their mind so that they'll start working on the relationship again with you. Okay, because it came up this way for the outcome. So that's what I got, Taurus, on that. Now for the last card here, their outcome is the Ace of Swords in reverse, not wanting to talk to anyone, not communicating. Spirit, what is going on with the Ace of Swords in the reverse for Taurus's significant other or partner, heartthrob? Okay, so you got not wanting to talk. This person doesn't want to share any information. they're done talking. They got the death card here. All communication has ceased. As far as they're concerned right now, they see an ending, that this is over. It was divinely guided. This is supposed to have happened. Maybe this relationship is supposed to end, is what this card is telling me. And they are not losing sleep at night over it. Is what I'm getting. Or they're trying to pretend like they're not losing sleep over it. Okay, so it was divinely guided that it end. And they don't want to talk about it. This is not going to be true for all Tauruses, I will repeat, because this is a pretty heavy reading right here. You know, you've got major arcana here, two of them side by side. You know, meant to be, the ending. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy reading. When you're talking about telling someone that, you know, a relationship's supposed to end. It's not something easy to tell. So it's not for all Tauruses, I will repeat. This is for some that it'll resonate with you and you'll know if it's meant for you or not. But this person is not losing any sleep over the situation, or at least they're pretending like they're not losing sleep over it. Because they know they want it to just to end. Okay. All right, Taurus, I'm sorry for the ones that this resonated with. But, you know, I mean, if it's divinely guided, what that means is what goes down comes up. So if it's supposed to shed and go, good things are around the corner, right? Something new, something fresh. Okay, well, please subscribe, like, and comments. I do read the comments and like them, and appreciate it when people do take time out to do that. I will talk to you soon. Take care, Taurus. All right, bye-bye.